Pete'sTools.com.
G'day guys, Pete from Pete's Tools. How are we all going today? Hey, I was doing a rubbish clean-up job the other day, and the guy said, hey, we've got this old bike out in the paddock. If you can just drag that up into your bin, and we can get rid of that for scrap as well. I said to him, what the hell's that thing doing out there? He said, oh, the boy was playing with it, and then the thing stopped in the middle of the paddock, and we just basically left it there. As you can see, she's pretty rugged, guys. It's got moss and all sorts of crap growing on it. So today I thought we'd just see if we could get the bloody thing going. Yee-haw! Anyway guys, same as usual, like my videos, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Come say good day in the comments below guys, and tell me if you've ever found anything in a paddock or whatever. Anyway, let's get into it. So guys, I'll just show you around this bike. She's pretty rugged. It's only a two-wheel drive, I think. If we come up here, look at all the crap on it guys, it's absolutely amazing. You can see it's been out for ages in the weather. Look at all this crap here guys. It might actually clean up a bit, but it's quite brittle. This is actually really brittle. When I was getting it into the bin, as you can see, I snapped a bit of the bloody back mudguard off. So like I say, it's quite brittle. You could probably plastic weld it or something. But anyway, won't worry about that. Right, let's have a look at the rest of it, guys. So here's one side of it, guys. There's not much room in my bloody shed that I can work, so we're pretty restricted to space. But there's one side of the little sucker. Actually, if you have a look at my shed here, guys, look at this, all this crap that I've got over the last week. I get all sorts of stuff. Absolutely unbelievable what you get out of bins. See that? Furniture and all sorts of stuff. That's why I got no room in my garage most of the time. Here's the other side of it, guys. I'm not sure if it's Chinese or what the hell it is. Just have a look. You can see how filthy it is. So we'll see. I don't think it's seized up because I kicked it over, but I think it's also electric start. So what I'll do is I'll grab a battery and we'll have a play. So before we do anything guys, I'll just check the oil to make sure that we're not going to seize it up. It might already be seized, but anyway. See if there's actually oil in it. See that guys? It looks like we've got a little bit of oil there. There's a bit of shit over my finger there. So just to make sure, I'll grab a bit of our welding wire and we'll stick them in and see if we can get the bottom of that wet, eh? Just to be sure, to be sure. Yep, we got oil on there guys. It's as black as black, but anyway, it'll do me. It's oil, it's sticky. So that's got to be a good start. So we still them back up. The battery in it's obviously shot guys, so I'll just get some jumper leads and we'll hook it up to a battery and we'll see what happens. So I've got the old battery here. I've got plenty of batteries too. I get them out of my dumpsters as well. And this is a little 12 volt battery. I think this would be 6 volt, but anyway, I'll try it with a 12 volt. I don't think this battery's that flash, so hopefully it won't burn out the starter motor. If it's going to turn over at all. What do I mean? Positive will be that one. Negative will be this one. I mean, people throw away all sorts of crap. I get all sorts of crap. It's absolutely unbelievable, guys. Right, there we go. And the keys are actually in this. I'll show you in a minute. They're actually wired underneath. There's a piece of wire holding them on there, so you don't even lose them. So there you go. Alright, guys. Let's see if she turns over. Whoop. Seized, maybe. Oh no. Turns over. I don't want to, maybe my battery's a little bit flat. Okie dokie. Right. Let's see if we've got a spark. Right guys, it obviously turns over, so we're not seized up, so that's going to be a bonus. So if I take the spark plug out, it's actually, I think this bike's been pretty well looked after, even though it was left in a paddock, because I'll show you in a minute, there's actually a toolkit still with this bike with the original tools. Quite hard to believe really, but anyway. Here we're looking. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever found any good shit in paddocks and that. It always amazes me on YouTube, guys, how they're going along in the middle of the forest and they find this abandoned airplane or some bullshit like that. I've never found an abandoned airplane in my life. But anyway, maybe I'm not going to the right forest. Anyway, see if we've got a spark. Pete, maybe it is. Maybe it's just, have we got compression? Oh yeah, it is. It is turning over. See that, guys? So we've got compression. So we just need to see if we've got a spark. Yeah, we've got a spark too. Can you see that? So guys, I zoomed it in a bit, see if you can see the spark. It is sparking. Hee-haw! So all we need is some petrol, I reckon, and it should fire up. Mind you, I won't hold my breath. Anyway, as you can see on the back of the thing, guys, it's got disc brakes, and it's like it's got a solid axle. I don't know if that's normal or it's not. I don't actually know if it's a Chinese bike or not. It looks pretty well made. Not that the Chinese stuff isn't well made, but it looks quite solid. And the Chinese bike, after it's been sitting in a paddock for a while, I don't think it would look this good anyway. But anyway, here, I'll show you this little toolkit here. See this I found? If I take this off, I think it's quite cute. Take this off. Oh, yeah. Look at this, guys. The original tools. How bad's that, eh? So that's what I think it must have been looked after, you know. But the back tyres I notice here sitting here, that one there is over there is perished, and this one here is perished as well. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Probably won't be able to put air in them. Unless they've got tubes in them, maybe. I don't know much about these bikes. So I think what we'll do, guys, is probably have to pull the carby to bits or something, because I don't think putting fuel in there is going to make much difference. So we'll take the seat off. So even the seat hasn't got any rips in it, which is quite amazing. So I think I got all the bolts off now. Yep, take that off. Look at that, guys. Look how scungy and gungy that is. That's, I think that's, what do they call that? That's lichen or something, or leeching or some bloody bullshit. See that? It's absolutely covered in it. Frame don't look too bad, guys. It's not rusted through anyway. That's what makes me think that it's not a Chinese one, but I don't know. Right, now we'll take this off. So guys, like I said, I can't get this bloody thing off because I have to take the handlebars off, and I've also noticed, guys, that I think the starter motor is a little bit dicky because it doesn't wind it over all the time. It's going to turn into quite a big job, I think. And another thing I noticed, guys, I'll show you the rubbers on the carburetor. They're freaking disgusting. So I think I'm going to have to replace them as well. So if you have a look here, guys, you can see the carby under here. Under here, I'll try and get in a bit closer so you can see all those rubbers are perished. And if we have a look up here, see the cracks in that rubber there, so that's not going to get us any air into the bloody cylinder head anyway. So I'm going to have to replace them. So like I say, I think we're going to have to do a part 2 on this one, guys. And if we come around the other side, guys, see all the perish in there as well. The whole lot's bloody perish. It's got great big cracks in here. Can you see that there? So it's going to be quite a major job, I think. And we need a real good descunge because she's pretty bad all the way around. The old bike's seen better days. And also, I don't know actually what this is here, but whatever it is, it's snapped off, but I can't see where it goes into. It might just be an air vent or something, hopefully. So guys, what I've actually done as well is I've put a socket on here to see if it's turning over when I turn the starter motor over. Sometimes it's making a noise as if it's turning it over, but the socket isn't moving. So I think there's something dicky with the starter motor. So we've got, see that? See that there? It's just stopping all the time. It won't give us a continuous crank over, and you need the continuous crank over to get the old girl started for the first time, I think. So guys, I think that's about as far as I'll go with this old girl today. It's been quite a long day really. I've already spent probably 3 hours on it, and it hasn't started up like I thought it would. So like I say, I'm going to have to fix those hoses and other bits and pieces. Like I was saying to you before guys, it's amazing how you see these YouTube videos how people walk along in the jungle and they find an abandoned aeroplane or they find an abandoned car and just a couple of fiddles with a bit of wire, and they happen to have a tank full of gas in their backpack and they tip it in and away they go, or they fly away. Quite amazing really, isn't it? Maybe I'm just not that lucky. Anyway guys, same as usual, like my video, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Come and say good day in the comments below, we can have a bit of a yarn. You might have some ideas on me how to fix this machine. Anyway guys, take care, keep cool.
Pete'sTools.com